Okay, now we have to define the change we wanted to be in the next 6 months. So the change will be the enhanced coordination structure with advocacy unit in the KNH Germany office. So what are the indicators of this enhanced coordination structure with the advocacy unit?
Given that current changes at the head office, I think it's also perfectly in timing as well, and for perfectly in sync with our current engagement. So I think to see that really happening at the country level, first we have to ensure that our partnerships, advocacy, when we talk about advocacy partnership, it must be alive at all levels. So when I say at all levels, of course, since we have grassroots presence, the advocacy nature must also be live or must be felt as well by at the grassroots level. At the same time, it must have we must have a presence as well at the national levels. Of course, just like any other human rights organization, when we try to influence policies, it's very important as well to engage at the national level. Perhaps you can talk about, I don't know, so what do we do now internally? I think that's going to be a good discussion too.
If we're talking about advocacy, we also need to ensure that it cut across different thematic collaboration, not just in programming, but specifically also to systems, policies, and of course our backbone, the country strategy paper.
Since we are heading towards strengthening advocacy, we have to align to the thematic structure that the organization is heading towards that direction.
Maybe in addition to the alignment, we talk about the adaptability. Through the years, we have seen partners who became still partners right now, no, from partners 20 years ago until now, they are still partners of KNH. Why? Because they were able to adapt. Partner level, partners should be able to adapt. Also for the KNH staff, we need to we need to do continuous improvement in order to catch up with the changing tides, no?
But we don't stop at the national level alone, because we know that the international standards are dictated and being planned at the regional level. So it's also very important that when we establish our partnership, we must also have an engagement or intentional alliances with international or regional presence.
Of course, almost all of the development sector, all development organizations globally are heading towards such trend. So for us to be on that track as well, we have to align ourselves to that direction.
And I think for us at KNH, it's very important for us to have a backbone at the grassroots level, a presence at the national level, and a very strong visibility and very strong agenda at the regional level.
It is important to be to consider our capacity while we align. We also have to skill up and scale up for us to be more effective.
As James has mentioned, scale up on the skills, no, not only for the staff, but also for the partners, and also for the down to the grassroots. I mean, it should go from all levels, no, of the organization.
It's important that our advocacy messages as well are clear in terms of changes that we would want to achieve, especially in relation to the rights of the children. And as staff of KNH Philippines, it should be part of our nature. It should look like a second in nature to us, to ensure that we are looking at advocacy holistically. It cut across our roles in our programming and of course in the systems that we have in the organization.